Hello everyone, good morning. So there are some doubts regarding chapter 2, that is linear equation in one variable, that some of my beloved students have. So today's video is all about all such questions that are, how many questions are there? Let's see. 5 questions are there, right? So irrespective of that 5 question, one question is totally excluded, right? Question number 23 of exercise 2b, it is not there. So the rest 4 questions I'm going to solve it right now with proper explanation so that you will not have any sort of doubts after watching this particular video. So without any further delay, let's start. So here, question number 6. Question number 6 is talking about the two numbers are such that the ratio between them is 3:5. What do you mean by ratio? Ratio is nothing but comparison of two quantities. Comparison between two quantities. That is basically ratio, right? So here the first number and the second number are being compared with each other under what condition, under what ratio? 3:5. So that means the first number should be 3x and the next number should be 5x. Why I'm talking about 3x and 5x? Because let's see, the two numbers, the first number and the second number, the first number and the second number is being compared under what condition? Is 2, that is ratio. So it is compared with 3:5. So that means the first number will increase 3 times. The first number will increase 3 times and the second number will increase 5 times. The second number will increase 5 times. So when we are talking about times, so it means 3 into something. And when we are talking about 5 times, that means 5 into something. So that something is nothing but x, because we don't know what is that particular value of this something. So we just replace this something. We cannot put this bracket over here. To fill up that particular bracket, we need one variable. What is that variable? X. You can take anything, but in mathematical point of view, generally we took x. So the first number and the second number equal to 3:5. So how will you write it? You have to write like solution. Let the first number be 3x, the second number and the second number be 5x. That's it. And what is x? X is nothing but the common times between the two numbers. What is times? That I have written already. So that means these two brackets will be absolutely same. Whatever maybe let's say there it will be 3. So in there also it will be 3, because the number of times is same, but 3 times the first number will be increased with 3 times and the second number will be increased with 5 times. So that is the meaning. So if each increased by 5, so each increased by 5 means what? Plus 5. So according to question, so that is the sign of according to question. If each increased by 5, the ratio between the new numbers so formed is 2:3. So that is the condition. So here each increased by 5 means what? The first number is 3x. So it is increased by 5. So that is plus 5. And the next number each increase, that means 5x plus 5. That is the second number. That is the second condition. And then the new number so formed is in the ratio. Again it is coming under in a ratio form. So that means it would be look like, now see one more thing, ratio are finally converted into fractions. Ratios are finally converted into fractions, that we know. So 3x plus 5, it will be changed with, now the first condition will be like this one. Now see, the first condition would be 3x plus 5 is 2, this will be coming under bracket, and then 5x plus 5 equal to, the new ratio is 2:3. So now after ratio it will be converted into a fraction. So the final propaganda will be 3x plus 5 by 5x plus 5 equal to, that is 2 by 3. Now we know that the calculation part is very easy. We have to do the cross multiplication. So 3 will be multiplied to both the numbers and 2 will be multiplied to both the numbers. That we know. That is there in class 7. That is distributive property. We know that. So 3 into 3x plus 5 equal to 2 into 5x plus 5, and then simply we just calculate it out and find out the value of x. That is very easy. So 3 into 3 is 9x plus 15 equal to 10x plus 10, right? So 10x equal to, so it will go there and 10 will become here. Now see, how will you do it? 10x, like terms, we have to find out the like terms. So here x is there x is there. So you have to shift that x into one side and the rest part, that is the constant part, will be there in the another side. So 10x minus 9x equal to what? 15 minus 10. So here x will be equal to, because 10x minus 9x is nothing but x will remain same and 10 minus 9 is 1. So if nothing is there, so that means it is showing us 1 as a coefficient of x. So we know that all such things. So 15 minus 10 is 5. So x equal to basically what? X equal to 5. Now then we simply put the value of x over first number, that is 3x, and the second number, and finally we get the answer of the original numbers. Because we have to find the original numbers, not the new numbers. So these are the new numbers that so formed, and these are the original numbers. So therefore, this is the sign of therefore. Therefore the original numbers are 3x equal to 3 into 5, that is 15, and 5x equal to 5 into 5, that is 25. So these are the two numbers, that is 15 and 25. I hope this question is clear to you. That is question number 6 of exercise 2b, right? So I hope this question is clear to you. So let's just jump into the next question, that is question number 7. So now let's just straight jump into question number 7 of exercise 2b. What is that question? Find 3 consecutive numbers whose sum is 186. So first of all, let's just understand what this term means. Consecutive. Consecutive means the next terms. So let's say if 5 is there, so what is the consecutive number of 5? 6. 6 is the consecutive number of 5. That is what? That is the next number of 5. Next number of 5. So if I want to know the next number of 6, that is 7. So that means, to frame that sentence, if I ask you what is the consecutive 2 numbers, what are the consecutive 2 numbers of 5? So what will be your answer? That is 6 and 7. The next numbers. So how many numbers they have asked you, on the basis of that you have to respond. So the consecutive means, it's, I think it is clear. It is nothing but the next numbers. So here find 3 consecutive numbers whose sum is 186. Now here this question, it is not being given that what is that particular number for which the next 3 numbers will be given. Right now if I take 5, so we can easily say that 6 and 7 are the consecutive numbers, but here find the 3 consecutive numbers, right? So there it is not being mentioned that what is that first number. It is not being mentioned, right? So that is our variable. So where we don't know, where the value is not given, specific value is not given, so that is the meaning. So that is the basic identification that which is gonna be our variable. So how to take x? Maximum of my students, they asked me that how to find out what is the variable over here. Just focus on the question that what is that what is that value which is not given. which is like hidden over here. So that hidden value is basically our variable. So in that case, find three consecutive numbers. So three consecutive numbers, the first number is not given, so that means the first number will be our x, and the next number will be what? It is 5, and the next number is what? 6. So that means how I find out the next number? That is simply by doing 5 plus 1. 5 plus 1. So here 5 is given, but there only x is there, so the next number will be x plus 1. So first number is x and the next number is x plus 1. So what is the other number? X plus 2. So because 7, how will I write 7? 5 plus 2, like that way. Is it clear? So I think the consecutive part is much more clear to you. So how to frame that sentence? How to frame that sentence? So right now I will show you how to write this particular answer. So first of all, you have to put solution and then simply write, let the three consecutive numbers be, first number is x, which is not being mentioned, that is hidden over here. The next number will be x plus 1 and the third number will be x plus 2. So our task has almost done, that is I think 70% done, and the next part is that whose sum is means what? The consecutive numbers and their sum. So what is the first number? That is x, the next number is x plus 1 and the third number is x plus 2. So we have to simply add these three numbers whose sum is given over here. Whose sum is what? 186. So we have to write according to question, x plus the next number is x plus 1 and the third number is x plus 2 and the sum is given, which is 186, and then simply find out the answer. So how many x's are there? 1, 2, 3. So that will be 3x. The number of x will be increased. The number of x will be increased. How? By simply finding out how many x's are there. So here 3 x's are there, so we simply write 3x, and then 1 plus 2 is basically 3, 186, right? So 3x, here plus sign is there in the left hand side. What is the left hand side? This is the left hand side and this is the right hand side, and in between is the equal to part. So left hand side, when it will go towards right hand side, any number. So here what is the sign? Basically plus. So when it will go towards right hand side, what it becomes? It becomes minus. So 186 minus 3. I think these things are much more clear to you, but simply in the process of explanation, it is much more required for me to explain all such things, all the key points, right? Some of you are very much expert or in doing calculation, that I know, and I'm very proud of all such students. So the rest who has some confusions, don't worry, you will get to know. You will make yourself better day by day, right? Don't lose your hope. So 3x equal to basically 183, and then x equal to what? That 3x is nothing but 3 into x, and we know that when plus, it will go towards right hand side, from left hand side towards right hand side it will become minus, and when multiplication, when it goes from left hand side towards right hand side, it will become division. So x is nothing but 183 by 3. So 183 divided by 3 is very simple, that is 61. So here x is equal to 61. X is equal to 61. And the numbers are nothing but 62 and 63. 62 and 63. So that is the answer. Therefore consecutive numbers are 61, 62, 63. Find the three consecutive numbers. That is, the first number is x, the next number is x plus 1, then the third number is x plus 2. Then we simply add these three numbers. X plus x is nothing but 3x, 1 plus 2 is 3, and 186, that will remain same. Now 186 minus 3 is 183, that is basically 61. So the consecutive numbers are 61, 62 and 63. So let's just jump into the next question. What is the next question? That is question number 10. So here is question number 10. Question number 10 is nothing but the numerator of a fraction is 3 less than the denominator. So first of all, let's just understand what exactly fraction is. Fraction is what? Fraction is the part of the whole. So there is a whole. Let's say this is a pizza. So we have to divide this pizza into 4 equal parts. It is not mandatory that 4 should be there. We can divide this pizza into 3 equal parts as well, no problem. But that should be equal. The parts should be equal. If it is not equal, then we cannot say that this is a example. This is the example of fraction. So here in these 4 equal parts, let's say I have this particular part. So out of 4 parts, I have 1 part. So that is the example of fraction, nothing else, right? So now see, 4 is nothing but the denominator and 1 is nothing but the numerator. And who is gonna distinguish the numerator and denominator? That is basically by. Right? So now here in this question, the numerator of a fraction is 3 less than the denominator. Now the question is, what is our variable? How to find that variable, right? That is the question. Now see, the numerator of a fraction is 3 less than the denominator. The numerator is comparing himself or herself with the denominator. So one thing that you have to remember, when something is being compared with another quantity, that another quantity will be our first variable. So the statement looks like, let this be x, right? So that is the statement. So how to find that this? To find out that this very easily, we have to notice out what is that thing that is being compared to that other quantity. So that other quantity will be our x. So now see, here the numerator is being compared himself or herself with the denominator. So denominator is what? Denominator is our first variable. So denominator will be our x. So we have to write like, let the denominator be x and the numerator be what? That is 3 less than the denominator. So what is our denominator? That is x. So x minus 3 will be our numerator. Sounds good? Now the whole property, the whole fraction looks like what? The numerator divided by the denominator. So it is basically x minus 3 by x. So we have to find out the value of x, and simply we just put this on the fraction and calculate the answer. Now see, the next part is that if both the numerator and denominator are increased by 2. So here the denominator is what? X, and the numerator is x minus 3. So the condition is, if both the numerator and denominator, it is being increased by 2. So what we have to write according to question? The numerator is what? X minus 3. It is also increased by 2, and the denominator is also increased by 2. And so now what happens? After increasing, what is gonna happen? The new fraction becomes, so that is the new fraction after adding 2 with it. So the new fraction becomes 6 by 7. So that is our basically what? That is the condition that we have to figure it out. And after that, the solution part, calculation part, that is very easy. Right? You know this type of calculation, you are just familiar with that. So it is not such a big deal to calculate. So let's just do it quickly. So first of all, let's just calculate this part, that is the numerator part, x minus 3 plus 2. So minus 3 plus 2 is what? Minus 3 plus 2 is what? Different sign. So different sign means minus. So 3 minus 2 is 1. So now see, what is the bigger number? That is 3. And what is the sign before 3? That is minus. So answer will be minus. So here the numerator will be what? X minus 1. And then the denominator will remain same, 6 by 7. Right? Then we have to do the cross multiplication and simply find out the answer. That is the value of x. So 7 x minus 1 equal to 6 bracket x plus 2. Now the multiplication part quickly let's just do. That is 7x minus 7 equal to 6x plus 12. Right? 6 into 2 is 12. So what is the like terms? Like terms are 7x and 6x, let's just shift this 6x into left hand side. That is 7x minus 6x equal to, and the constant parts are 12 and 7. Now here minus sign is there. When it will go towards the right hand side, what will gonna happen? That it becomes plus. So that is 12 plus 7. So the answer will be what? X equal to 19. 12 plus 7 is 19. Now therefore so these are all the rough part. I'll just erase this part, right? So therefore the original fraction is what? Is equal to x minus 3 by x. X minus 3 by x. So what is the answer? That is 19, and 19 minus 6 is 16. So 16 by 19 is the required answer of question number 10 of exercise 2b. One more question remains, and let's just summarize this particular session. So now this is the last question of today's video. That is question number 12. Question number 12 is saying that a number has 2 digits. So 2 digits means what? The number which starts from 10, because 10 is the smallest 2-digit number, and which ends at 99. So these are the 2-digit number. And what is the next statement? The digit in tens place is 4 times the digit in the unit place. So there is one condition which is being given. So first of all, let's just understand how will I frame that 2-digit number. So let's say if I'm talking about 12. So to write 12 in some different ways, so how will you write it? So you can write like 10 into 1 plus 2. So that is basically our expanded form. Right? Expanded form. So to form 12, we can write like 10 into 1 plus 2. That is the meaning, same meaning, right? So that is basically 12. So we have to use this expanded form. So there is one relation which is being given also. That is the digit in the tens place is 4 times the digit in the unit place. So as I have told you in the last question, the thing which is being compared to some another quantity, so that another quantity will be our x. The number which is being compared to some other quantity. Let's say that, just forget about numbers. Let's say some quantity that is being compared with some another quantity. So that another quantity will be our x. So to frame that sentence into real life experience, let's say we just compared ourselves with the best. Let's say in your class someone is the topper, right? So in our home as well as in the school, in our mind also, we just want to compare ourselves with that first girl or boy. So that first girl or boy will be our x, and on the basis of that x we are getting our marks. So let's say if someone is getting 90, at the initial of the session we don't know that at the end, at the final, how she is gonna score, that we don't know. After that, let's say we just score 93 out of 100 and she scores 90 out of 100. So that means what? That x, if she is getting 90, that is x equal to 90. So how much we get? That is x plus 3. That is 90 plus 3. That is 93. That is a real life experience, like situation. When something is being compared to that another quantity. When I am comparing myself with the first girl, I'm comparing with myself with the first girl or boy, and he or she scores at the end of the final exam, scores let's say 90 out of 100 in mathematics, and I have scored 93 out of 100. So that means that x is equal to 90, because I am comparing myself with that first girl. So that is our x. So x has scored what? 90, and I have scored 93. That is x plus 3. I think this example is there is the best example that suits for that particular situation. So here in this place, the digit in tens place is 4 times the digit in the unit place. The tens place is basically comparing himself with that unit place. So the unit place will be our x. So solution, let the unit place be x, therefore the tens place will be what? It is being compared with that unit place. So what is the comparison? The tens place will be 4 times. 4 times meant 4 into x. So and the tens place be 4x. So right, so the next statement is if 54 is subtracted from the number, so what is that number? That is 4x and x. So 4x is the first place and x will be in the second place. So we cannot write 4x into x. So we have to use that expanded form. Expanded form means what? So if 4x and x will be there, so how will I write? 4x into 10 plus x. 4x into 10 plus x. So what is the statement? Basically, if 54 is subtracted from the number, so let's say 4x into 10 plus x is being subtracted with minus 54, then it becomes what? Then the digits are reversed. So digits are reversed means what? First of all, the digits are 4x and x. So now the digits are x and 4x. So this x and 4x we can also expand it out. So how will I do it? X, that is 10 into x plus 4x. Right? 10 into x plus 4x. In case of 2-digit number, we use 10. In case of 3-digit number, we first use 100, then 10, then 1. Right? So now, what is that statement? 10 into the digits are being reversed, right? So 10 into x plus 4x. So that is the final situation that we have formed, and after solving this particular condition we get the answer of x, or we can say the answer of the question, that is question number 12. So 4 into x, that is 4x into 10 will be what? 40x plus x minus 54 equal to 10x plus 4x, right? So 40 plus x will be 41x and minus 54 will remain same, and 10x plus 4x will be 14x, right? So 14x and 41x both are like terms. Let's just shift this like terms into one side, and that is the remaining part that will be go towards the right hand side. That is the another side, right? So 41 minus 14x equal to 54. So basically x, 41 minus 14 is what? 40 minus 14 is what? 26. 26, that is 27, right? So 27, x equal to 54. So x is nothing but 54 by 27, which is nothing but 2. So implies x equal to 2, right? X equal to 2. So find the number means what? They are talking about not the reverse number but the original number. So the original number is nothing but 4x into 10 plus x, or we can simply find out the answer by using this expanded form. So therefore I just write it over here because space is little bit less. So therefore the number is 4x into 10 plus x, which is nothing but 4 into 2 into 10 plus 2. So 4 into 2, that is 8, 8 into 2, 8 into 10 is 80 plus 2, that is 82. So that is the answer of question number 12 of exercise 2B. So that's all for this particular session. I hope you have learned the methodology. It is not being like the thing that we have to solve each and every question, that I have to solve each and every question, because the fundamentals are absolutely same for each and every questions, right? You have to frame it out. You have to see whether the condition you can make on your own or what, right? After that trial, if you are not supposed to do that, then you can ask me or any of the respected teachers, right? So that's all for today's video. I hope these questions are much more clear to you. If you still have any sort of doubts, you just text me in WhatsApp, right? So stay safe and bye-bye.